Can you guys hear me? All right. All right. Awesome then. All right. Just let's wait one more minute, everyone to join, and then we can start. Alrighty. Yeah, just appreciate it if you can guys go and like on the YouTube and share, and that would be appreciated. And then we can start the analysis, given we have not too much time. But so let's talk about the what trade I took it. Um, Dan was asking, and then why did I take it? What was my risk and reward? I put my entries there on the screenshot, but I guess it is important for you guys to understand as well. And then we can go back to the our morning analysis. So here, so let me just zoom in this chart. Let's look at the 2 minutes. Alrighty, okay. So now, so what do you look at it here, okay? So see this line, you see this line. Oh, you because I'm sharing only on the YouTube. Okay, let me share it on the Discord as well. Thank you for reminding me because there's so many systems, so we have to share everywhere. Da, 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 da. And here you go. All right. I think now you would see my. Do you see my screen? All right. Okay. So so let's start the one step back and analysis everything. Okay. So see, this was the yesterday session, right? And if you look at it, what was important happened yesterday, that the market was just in the range bound throughout the day. And then at the 4 o'clock, we have a spike up here. And this was the high of the day. Do you see the high of the day? This red line is the high of the day for yesterday. And what happened after that is was just consolidating. And I'm looking at the CPI data. CPI data moved back up all the way and then come back down again. So when it happened, you can go back to my entries. I say, okay, what? I'm going to go short here and I'm going to risk the high of the day. So if this level has been recovered and held, then I would have stopped out. So it came back, come back down. When it was breaking down here, I basically entered into my position, but then it spiked back up. I reduced my position, and then when I see it's moving back down again, I added. So, but the what is important is that even you scalp. Scalp it doesn't mean that you can scalp anywhere. Scalp means that you need to scalp to the level. So when I saw the price made the new pre-market high and then came back below the previous day high, then I was thinking that it was might gonna go here. But if why the ES didn't go below 58.60, does also have a science, and that's why I stopped out. So if you look at the SPY, right? If you look at the SPY, at the 58.60, there is a prior day close on the SPY, which is 583. If price go below this, then the SPY for the day would be red. And I think that was the reason that price held that level. And I basically took the partials quickly. But if the SPY broke here, then we might gonna see the close of the overnight session as well. So likely it could have happened now after the market opens. We might gonna see a sell-off, rejection of those same levels, and then come back down here. But what my advice is now, see how market slow it is. So don't um, assume at this point that what market is going to do. All right, before we move on the analysis, anyone have any questions on the trade itself? It's clear. All right, so let's look at the analysis. So now, what I was in even in my post on a Substack, what I was saying that if you look at the market is really choppy and still trying to figure out the next move, is this going to be an upside or downside? My personal advice is that uh, if you had difficulty trading yesterday, make sure that you don't trade in this range, which is basically, from the yesterday high and low range, right? Because still very tiny range. But when you see if the market comes back down here and have a retest, that's maybe the place where you can go the short side. And if you see that market is breaking pre-market high, and then if they have a reset and then start moving back up, then you can go long with the risk of pre-market high. That would be a trade. I'm doubt that would could have happened today because market extended, but sometimes parabolic moves happens when things get extended and people think, oh, it's too extended, they're shorting it, and market just keep going back up and up and up in a one direction for the first 30, 40 minutes or first 15, 20 minutes, unless everything been sucked out, all liquidity is gone, and then it reverses it, right? It happens all the time. So it can happen today as well. So my advice is that watch the market. If market is within those ranges, try not to trade it, right? And if you want to trade it, ultra small size. So for instance, if usually you take $100 risk, you just take $20 risk on these scalps, because this scalps could be volatile. So if you're in the right direction, it might gonna give you the same reward what you're gonna get it on your $100 trade, right? Because if it's moved 30 points in your direction, you have a 20 points, you're still gonna make the good money. But if against you, then you're not worried about it, in a sense that you can stop out quickly because it's very small losses. Yeah, but don't go into that direction that, oh, since I have very small size, I can give a more room. No, don't give more room. You take the small size to give a least, normal uh, room and get the better reward. You're not increasing your risk just because you are having a small size. So today is going to be tricky, but it can be easy trade if we patiently wait and to see that this, you know, uh, consolidation phase either break on the upside or downside. And it can happen both today. It can happen first upside, market move upside, we get the breakout moves, we make money, and then sudden drop, and then market comes coming down. So it can happen both ways, right? If you remember, I will show you one chart, and then you can remember that day, and it happened both. So if you go here, this is the NVDA chart, right? And I think it was this one. So look at this one. This was the February 23rd. Okay. If you remember, NVIDIA was already very extended, right? It it started from 78. At the time it was $780. In the first 30 minutes, it moved all the way to 820 and then dropped back and then closed here. So it can happen the same thing to the market today, that market just pushes up, retest 5,900, and then come back down. So it can happen in either. So don't force any direction, say, oh, why it's going long or why it's coming down. Just react to the price action, but with the tight risk reward, and then you would be fine. You might gonna get the both side today. It could be volatile on the both side, uh, but just make sure that you don't force it. Right now we are we are going on the upside, close to 58.70. It might break, we restart 50 and 80, right? And if you see the break happens very quickly in the first few minutes and you don't find the right risk reward, just don't chase it, just wait for it. It's likely going to be the same scenario that market just pushes in the one direction and then stops somewhere and then comes back down, right? It can easily happen. Any question, guys? I see so many people are online but not on the voice channel. uh, yeah. Let me see that how many people are online on the YouTube. How many people are online on the YouTube? I don't, I can't see on my view. Can you guys see on your view? Anyway, by meantime you're checking. Any question on today's game plan? Good. Okay. I hope it may not be you and me only. Yeah, I mean, it's just the YouTube is just to promote the organic growth, so people can see. Of course, you can come here, listen, and just put the YouTube as just a silent, on your cell phone or something like that. So it's just gonna give us the more viewer, um, just to help us out like that. You still come here for 2 ways. So any question for the game plan today? Because it's important that you don't force the trade in any direction. Um, Manage your risk properly because again, if you look at it, ES is up 0.49%, NQ up almost 0.8%, SPY and then triple Q is 0.11 and 0.32. This is really that much. And if you look at the Tesla is almost 320, Meta again up, Nvidia again up. So, it's really up. And if you look at it, this is our chart look like on the daily, and we are very close to 5,900. And 5,900 means that we are very close to 6,000, right? So the moment we're gonna cross the 5,900, remember this is the same chop area, FOMC drop 5,900. you know, Deep Sea pullback 5,900. So this was the exact level where anything happens, market just come back to this level. So now the question is that is this going to be so easy for the market to break this level? I doubt so that in the first go it can break, but you know, it can basically go up, yeah, like this, and make the like this topping tail here, go up, grab the liquidity and come back down. It can easily possible for the market to do that. And market always make certain moves in a very convincing way that you're gonna feel that this is the day, right? Yep. So market again coming back down now within the same price range. So if you look at it, never break the high of the yesterday. So yeah, I think we have a solid plan. We just need to make sure that we don't force the trade. Remember, if you're scalping within the yesterday range, just go smaller size. And if you're going once range breaks and then you get to find the right risk reward, then you can go to the normal size. I still be cautious on the upside moves. Uh, but it is what it is. The trend is upside. We can't force it. So now see we're rejecting here. Keep an eye on the SPY. SPY is almost close to 0.03. So it's still, SPY is holding, not turning red. So that could be an important test that whether the market on the SPY side can it break down under 583? Because 583 under 583 means that it's just um, that that the SPY is red for today. Alrighty, right? So I'm not gonna be live today. I have to rush. I mean, I can still be live for 10 minutes, but not more than that. I have to go somewhere. So, but I don't want to do in the middle of you guys to leave alone. So that's why it's up to you. You want me to stick around for first 10 minutes or you want me to close the call now? How you want to do that? Okay. All right. Let's do that. Okay. 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 We'll do that. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's do that. I will stick around for 15 minutes. Let me just close this. Yeah, and this. Right. The one we just discussed yesterday, like the COT ones. So so say this okay, we'll talk about it. We'll discuss on our Wednesday class, and if we get the time, we can create some videos. So market always follow the mean reversions unless the structure breaks. Um, and and is also the demand and supply. If a lot of people are thinking on the one side, then market is just keep moving on the other side. That's the market behaves always. So when people were thinking going too long, market was just going short. When people start thinking short, market will just keep moving back up, right? So that's the always a market function. So we can chat more about in our class then. So those of you not aware, so every Wednesday we have a methodology strategy sessions where we talk about, we have a specific agenda and course outline which we do, but we also discuss some of these questions which help you to grow as a trader. So if you're interested joining it, we have in the membership deals area in the channel, you can see those details. And in the Miguel, if you can you post this membership deal area here in the chat area? All right, I think someone asking about the NQ. I just saw the message. It was so late. Okay, I missed that. So the market is open right now. Okay, so let me just put the charts back to the 30 minutes, uh, and then we can trade together, and then we can analyze the NQ together. Okay. All right, so first move was the market was down. Market is very close to closing the gap. Okay, market has just gapped down. Let's see, can it just turn red? If you can see here, SPY 0.02. Let's see what happens here. Okay, it's still holding it. If we get a smaller consolidation candle here, we can look for the short entry under 58.62 to all the way to 58.55. Let's see what happens here. So SPY is still holding the yesterday close. NQ is still green as well. All right, so I think this was a candle I was talking about. So if this candle's close here and we're gonna get the breakdown under the 58.62, we can go short, but it's not. I think it's still holding the SPY, so leave it. So you can see here, immediately touch 58.64 and then move back up. So we are forming a 2 minute candle now. NQ is also breaking out in the opening range. SPY didn't, SPY couldn't go up, made the new high. NQ is also rejecting. Is very big topping tail. Um, I don't want to take this risk. because it's really almost 8-10 points topping tail. So now we have a clear bounce, right? We have a one rejection, one bounce. So if the market comes back down and break the 58.62, we have a fair chances if we get the better risk reward, we can go short. And if we have an opening range breakout over 58.70, I will still not go for long. I will wait for the right, for the long side, I will look for the perfect risk reward. Because market is extended, so it can move suddenly, spike up and then come back down. So for for the long trades, we need to be we need to be especially very conscious about the entries. Have to have a very tight risk. And similarly for the short as well, because the market is extended, you can see, the erratic moves on the either direction. So look for the right structure for the short as well. But but if the momentum is coming down, breaks the ranges, then you can might gonna see a better momentum on the short side. But see, this is the SPY. If you look at it, SPY, see here how it's a make a bottoming tail. Tried to break previous day close, but held that level. So market's still really strong. Okay, so market is trying, SPY is trying to, or E is trying to break out at this point, but we look for the right entry. So having a nice consolidation on the upside. NQ is breaking out. I'm still not interested going long at this point because still below the previous high. So you can see previous high is 58.75 here. Very nice risk reward entry here, but the resistance is so close. NQ is retesting the pre-market high. NQ is really strong. NQ is already above the yesterday high. So if you can mark here, NQ is really above the pre-market high. Okay, market just broke. That was saying that there was really a nice consolidation happening. So now previous high, pre-market high. Already, it seems like the market wanted to go and retest 5,900. Seems like at this point. So again, holding below the previous high and a very tight $3 candle, 3 points candle. So still the 10 seconds left closing it. If it closed here and then if it breaks out, we can take very tight risk reward entry here. But provided that the ES and NQ break both at the same time. So we have a high 58.76 and this candle is 58.73. So nice consolidation happening here. If this 2 minute consolidate here, and then we get the breakout over 58.78, we could totally consider, given NQ and ES function both, because both are over the highs. If they can both hold the previous green candle and in the narrow range consolidate, it could be a nice breakout level. Okay, time's up. Let's see what happens now. Changing the minute. Yeah, so look looks good. We have a nice risk reward. But if it doesn't function and spike back down and come back down close quickly, then just stop out and go the smaller risk, okay? 58. Yeah, looks really good. I'm just waiting for this to break over 58.76, 76.50, and then when it's go 58.76.50, we can go long. A small size, okay? Because we are chasing the breakout here with the lot of resistance on the top side. Okay, I'm long. Still holding it, but didn't break out red. NQ is also holding it. Perfect move up. Come on. Reject it again. Too much resistance as we expected. 3 more seconds before this candle close. We're still on the break even. Let's see. A breakout happen. I think this looks good. It can easily give us the 10-15 points here. Rejection happen again. Okay, this is a good point. If it can hold the 58.78 on the backside test, get ready for close. If it's break 58.76, just stop out, okay? Don't hold it for too long. Okay, still holding it 58.76. And you can see the back test happen just now. Very nice breakout. Very nice breakout. Come on. Pre-market high could be easily the pre-market high would be the target. Awesome. I'm lifting my stop loss now. Come on, very good. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, don't pull back, don't pull back, don't pull back. Okay, I'm taking partial here. Okay, I took the partial here. Basically, given if you look at the 1 minute candle, there's a kind of a, you know, doji, and it could be the morning reversal trend. That's why I took the partial. So if you want to take the partial, take the partial here. This just a bad candle here uh, on the top side. It could just mean that there's nothing on the 2 minutes or 5 minutes, just the 1 minute. And also there's an R3 at this exact place where they have rejected. So if you have not taken partial, you definitely reduce it. Uh, or put on the break even, so then you don't lose the money even if you don't make the money. Okay, again the retest happened. Look at the retest happen exactly at the breakout point. And if this holds, I'm telling you, it's going to be the one of the very powerful bullish upside move. But if it fails, it's going to come down very quickly. All right, so it fails. So now we can clearly see it failed. Anyone took the trade with me and took the profit? Yeah. Good. Yeah, because see, that's the way this is called the risk management, right? So as things unfold, you need to adjust your plan. Our initial target was the pre-market high, but if you see that you are close to going to R3, you are close to the, upside resistance, and you see us clearly a morning reversal candle, then you need to respect all those things. If it helps right now, is really hold very nicely. So there is a possibility that there will be a big breakout. So we can re-enter it if we find it. So over 58.78, we can re-enter again with a small size with the risk of again the 5 points. So this for this trade, I'm also going MES. So my earlier trade, what my ES, I took the profit in it. Um, so this one is my MES. And the only reason, if you look at this, it tried to fail, but it held again the prior day high. So that's a sign that, still the bullish momentum coming in. But if it's come back down and, stop us out, then we are okay too. Because now we have only a very small risk, but we have a chances of success here. 1, 2, and 3, right? We have a chances of success here because every time it tried to break, but it cannot. So see again one more failures coming in. So if I see keep failures here, I'm just gonna lift my stop. I'm not gonna give the full 5 points risk given these failures are coming in, right? Look at the NQ failure. Just this candle, topping tail candle below the pre-market high, right? So if it breaks below this candle, is mean that there is a bearish momentum. So we can stop out. We don't need to give the full 5 point risk. If you're NQ and if you're on ES, you need to look at the 58.76. So NVIDIA just keep going up. That's really nice. Tesla is still consolidating, but NVIDIA is moving back up. Now, now it's making the lower high. So see, this is high and there's a lower high. So I'm not getting pessimistic about this trades. It is not able to break the pre-market high. Uh, so we're gonna have a tight stop loss here. If it breaks 57.6, we do not need to hold this. See, one more rejection, rejection, one more rejection, high, lower high, right? So if this breaks, then it's become a lower low as well. So we just waiting for to get the confirmation, final confirmation before we stop out. But if we make the new high, then it's mean that trend is still up. But the way the market is making a resistances and not able to push, so it's mean that the momentum is, it has to clean this area. The buyers need to come in. Okay, ES is getting better. Look at this, still holding 58.76. NQ is breaking down. You know, there's no clear. Is a 50-50 trade now. See how you're, you know, reading is and then analyzing it and then assessing it, that when you enter it you have an edge, but as you're moving along and it's not breaking, not doing what you're expecting, your edge is reducing, right? uh, but it also doesn't mean that you just stop out, because you need to respect your stop loss. Once it goes below, then it's going to be clear that the ES is changing the trend, but at this point it's just consolidating between 2 points range. Okay, so we are very, very close to stopping out. Okay, 13 seconds. I'm still holding it given the NQ has not yet broke down. So just waiting one more second. Okay, so again, ES has reclaimed 58.76, so we do not need to worry about it. The only reason I didn't stop out is, as I mentioned, that the NQ has didn't fail. So if now it comes back down, then we have to stop out, right? But right now it's again is above 58.76. NQ is breaking out now. So likely might ES might will join. Okay. On this breakout, I added into it my position now. Now it's clearly confirmed that this is going to go and retest the pre-market. It's got a short squeeze. Those who have shorted thinking is coming down, is moving back up. So it's perfect, perfect short squeeze. Okay, it's moving very nicely. I think short squeeze was here. So still moving very nicely. Okay, I took the partial here. Did anyone take the second trade with me? NQ is still more bullish. So see, I think this is a very important lesson. So did you see that? How did I reduce it? Uh, Second time when you went small size, looking for the candle, see how it is holding it, and then how we added into the position when we have confirmed about the trend. This is a very important lesson for all of you to understand that. Guys, did any questions on it? See how did we manage? Because see, trade management is really important when you're trading it. If you do not have a proper trade management, that's why sometimes you trade with someone, with the experienced one, you still, the other guy is also, the mentor, your mentor is still making money, but you're losing it. Even you're following the same, trade. It's only because of the trade management skills. Yeah, it- good. Yeah, and see clearly, see, we already knew that the upside is going to be in harder to break because it's extended, right? But when it's going to break, 76 to 84, almost, 8-10 points in a one go, right? So, and now again, you have a pre-market high as a resistance. So you need to make sure that you manage your risk reward very nicely, because if you do not have a proper risk reward and you chase the long side, you're gonna, stop out. So, so it's almost 9:54, so I have to leave close to 10 o'clock. So, any questions before we basically hang up? And I hope if you guys have already made the money, then just ignore the upside move now. Uh, Leave the upside and then wait for the reversal, because reversal will come today. When, I don't know, but it's going to come. Dan, John, Lulu, Boy, Vivek, any question? Miguel, good. Alrighty, all right, good. All right, perfect. So I hope this even 30 minutes made you guys. So all of you guys take the trade with me. Maybe Miguel, can you do the poll to see that how many of you guys have taken the trade with me and turn green, and then we, yeah, okay. So I will wait one more minute until you've done the poll. So no more trade for me now. I'm flat. I think Lulu seems happy, so it's been Lulu took profit, I guess. So are you a cousin of Lululemon or? No, I'm just kidding. We wish, right? We would be somewhere related to the Lululemon. Oh man, here it is a breakout. Yeah, one more short squeeze. It broke the pre-market high. So pre-market high, I think this is going to get the squeeze to 5,900. This is really nice squeeze coming in. Absolutely. This is going to the 5,900 level to squeeze everybody out. So that's what you expected, that now the first move is up, right? So if you already have made the money on the upside move, then just ignore the upside now. I feel like it seems like more like an NVDA February 23rd, which I showed to you. That market is going to go back up, grab all the liquidities on the upside, and then going to reverse. Um, whether this trend usually go up to the, first 35 minutes, for first 45 minutes, first 1 hour, I don't know. But, just wait for the clear reversal. You're going to see when reversal going to start, you're going to see. Okay, you are going to see. Perfect. All right. So let me just go and vote myself on it. And so where is the, so say, yeah. Yeah, so seems like likely this upside is going to continue. Just wait for, if you look for short, just look for the reversal and you're gonna see the reversal, okay? So for what I'm saying, that if market just keep going up, don't short it. When you're gonna see that's the thing started, then you look for, okay? So if it's upside and do the pullback, don't short this. You look for the upside and let the market come down, make the one short higher, lower high, and then you short on the lower, second lower high. Okay. Until then, just don't force it. Leave this trend alone. All right. All right. So I'm gonna head out. Very nice chatting with you guys. Hope it was helpful. Everybody here made money, and just now job is to protect your money. Okay.